Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Quickstar, presenting sponsor this year. I am John Evans. Tonight, the Iowa Hawkeyes will take on the Northwestern Wildcats in Evanston, Illinois, in Welsh Ryan Arena. Hawks have had a tough month or so. Showed some good flashes Wednesday night against Nebraska. So we'll see if the Hawks can maintain a little bit of the momentum, the solid effort and play that came out of that match, even though the Hawks fell in straight sets 25-21, 25-22, and 26-24. This is actually a rematch of last Saturday night when the Wildcats were in Iowa City, actually in Coralville, to take on the Hawks in Extreme Arena, and Northwestern came away with the sweep there, 25-20, 26-24, and 25-20. So the Hawks will have to find a way to rebound a little bit. As there was, we've talked a lot about it in recent weeks, the serve and receive game. The Hawks actually served and received a little bit better against in the Northwestern match a week ago, and then had a little bit of. Actually, it was pretty good Saturday or Wednesday night against Nebraska as well. A couple of untimely errors held the Hawks back, but now they'll get a chance to make all of that better as they take on Northwestern. It's a pink out night for Northwestern as they're wearing their pink jerseys. The Hawks are in the dark gray, and we've got to get a little bit of a different starting lineup for the Hawks. Courtney Bizzario, Audrey Black tonight. Jenna Split, Kendra Hansen, Amaya Jones. She'll serve to start it off. Mari Hinkle, Hannah Clayton, and Addie Vanderwide. Jones serves it. Northwestern pass. Kill for Alara Thomas to start it off as she tipped it right over the block. 1-0 Northwestern on top. Good pass right off the bat. She just rolls it right over. Miller, the libero, will serve now for Northwestern. She runs forward, floats it over. Ball's outside to Bizzario. Courtney hits it wide. 2-0 Northwestern. Miller back to the line again. Good pass from Vanderwide. Ball went out to Courtney. Courtney tried to chop it off the line or down the line or off the block. Just missed. Ball goes in front of Hansen on the Miller serve, and that's an ace. 3-0 now. Northwestern out fast. Hawks will have to get this run stopped. Miller, Vanderwide. Ortega behind her to Clayton, and Clayton's blocked. 4-0 Northwestern. Against Nebraska, Iowa was getting kills from everybody in the rotation. Unfortunately tonight, everybody's got errors so far, as that was Dodson and Thomas Alara. Serve again, floats it over. Hansen pass off the net. Back row from Vanderwide. Long, and it's 5-0. Well, this was probably not exactly what the Hawks wanted as they rolled into Evanston. Miller will fire again. Runs it forward. Hansen can't handle the serve, and it's 6-0. We'll see how long Coach Brown will let this run. Miller serving again. Bizzario knocks it over. And that was Dodson on the overpass as she hammers it out of the middle. And it's 7-0. Northwestern, an early touchdown, calls timeout. 7-0 lead for Northwestern. Coach Brown calls timeout. We'll take it as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Rough start for the Hawks as they trail Northwestern 7-0 here in the first set. Hawks have got the timeout. A little bit of a regroup coming here now. As Megan Miller, the libero for Northwestern, has spent most of this set at the service line. She gets the go-ahead. She comes forward. She fires again. Bad pass. Bizzario just has to bump it over. Goes over to the Northwestern side. Pushed outside. Thomas Alara scores. 8-0 Northwestern. All Northwestern all the time here in the early going. We'll see what the Hawks can do. Couple bad passes to get going. Miller floats it over at Bizzario. Off the net. Ortega behind her. Bizzario. She's dug up. Ball goes outside of Thomas Alara again. She just bumps it over. Clayton knocks it back over. Wide. No touch called. Hitting error on Clayton, and it's 9-0 Northwestern. Miller. Ortega uses hands to Bizzario. She tips. Dug up. Uses the setter. Miller goes behind her to Thomas Alara. Hawks dig it, but they're called in the net. And it is 10-0 Northwestern. Who's going to get the Hawks out of this? Somebody's got to step up at this point. Miller fires again. Hansen, Ortega, Clayton. And she gets the kill. Hawks are on the board. Hannah Clayton, kill number 1. Point number 1 for the Hawks. Hawks ran a good quick middle. The right blocker wasn't there. And the Hawks put it down. Ortega knocks it over. Ball's off the net. Middle attack coming. Dodson with the kill. Hawks couldn't string together points. Northwestern sides them out. It's 11-1 Northwestern. Ran just a good quick set behind the setter. Dodson finished it off. Stinson checks in. She'll serve for Northwestern. Comes forward, fires it. Hansen to Ortega, right side to Bizzario. Goes sharp cross and scores. 11-2 now. Hawks at least playing side-out volleyball now. We'll see if they can string together some points. Bizzario will go back to the service line for the Hawks. She got the kill there. Court goes forward. Bad pass from Northwestern. Back-to-back points for the Hawks. 11-3 now. Buzz will serve again. Goes right back at Lisiak. Better pass this time. Right side slide Dodson. Off the block and scores. 12-3 Northwestern. Dodson with a couple kills now. Good set. Ball was off the net. Still was able to set the slide. Thomas Alara to serve for Northwestern. Big jump serve again. Rips it over. Hinkle, good pass to Ortega. Vanderwhite has to tip though. Rousseau goes over on 2. And she kills it into the far corner. 13-3. Ball was tight to the net. Wasn't quite that tight, but Rousseau saw an opportunity and took it. Big serve again. Good pass to Ortega. Clayton off the block. No, didn't go off the block. Just went out of bounds. So hitting error Clayton. 14-3. Thomas Alara again. Big high toss, rips it. Overpass. Rousseau goes right back down and scores on the Slagle overpass. 15-3. Northwestern just cruising through the first set right now. Thomas Ilara again. Big high toss, rips it over. Hinkle takes it. Ortega behind her. Clayton has to cover herself. Vanderwide from off the net. Dug up by Thomas Ilara. Miller plays it all the way across. Big swing. Dug by Slagle. Ortega outside of Vanderwide. Tips it into the block. Hannah covers it. Hitting air from Northwestern gives the Hawks a point. Couldn't tell exactly who that was. Big swing went wide, though. Might have been Gerbach. Hinkle to serve. Bad pass. Dug by Ortega. Dug back by Hinkle. Ortega again. Vanderwide goes over. Touch called. Vanderwide will get the kill. 15-5. Looks like we've got some. Nope, we're all set here. Looked like we had some debate going on, but we're good to go. Hinkle will serve again. 15-5. Mari Hinkle to serve. UCLA transfer, first year with the Hawkeye program. Mari comes forward, goes cross. Miller, good pass. Slide to Dotson. Slagle couldn't quite control the pass, and it's 16-5 Northwestern on the Dotson kill. She's got 3 now. She's done a really nice job from a number of different places. And she'll go back to the service line. Dotson comes forward. 8 Slagle up. Hinkle plays it to Vanderwide. Vanderwide off the net. Finds the corner. Northwestern let it go. Thought it was out. Caught the back line, though. 16-6. Split in for Hansen. Black in for Ortega. As the Hawks continue to run the 5-2. And that'll put Split at the service line. Jenna pulls it back. Fires. Good pass. Ball goes back outside to Lisiak, and she knocks it off the block and scores. 17-6 Northwestern. See if the Hawks can just build some momentum here through the end of the set. Rousseau to serve. Floats it over. Vanderwide uses hands. Jones with the slide. Tammy Thomas Ilara from the back row. Vanderwide swings again off the block. Hinkle digs it. Split. Pushes it back to Vanderwide again. Rolls it over. Good dig. Gerbach tips it over. And Black can't control it, and it's 18-6. Nothing real tricky there. Hawks just couldn't keep control of it. Rousseau to serve again. Spins it, comes forward. Bad pass from Slagle. Hinkle puts it out to Black. Off the block. Vanderwide tips it over. Northwestern's in play. And a bad tip from Lisiak goes wide. 18-7. Sorry, yeah, 18-7. Vanderwide back to the service line for the Hawks. That'll put Bizzario into the front row as she comes back in for Slagle. Vanderwide rolls it forward, goes cross. Thomas Ilara. Big swing there for Lisiak as she scores on the cross-court swing, 19-7. That'll send her back to the service line as well. 12 kills for Northwestern, just 4 for the Hawks here. Lisiak fires. Good pass from Vanderwide outside of Bizzario, off the block, dug by Miller. Rousseau pushed it to the middle, dug by Hinkle, back onto the Northwestern side. Rousseau, middle attack again, tipped over, dug by Vanderwide. Split outside of Bizzario. She scores. Hawks, good effort there. Bizzario gets the kill through the block, 19-8. That'll put Amaya Jones back to the line. She started the match there. Amaya fires it over. Miller lets it go, catches the back line. Ace serve for the Hawks, 19-9. Jones to fire again. Rolls it forward. Miller, overpass. Clayton goes up and knocks it down. She's called in the net, though. Point to Northwestern, 20-9. Tough break for the Hawks there as, oh, that was Bizzario that slapped down on the top of the net. 20-9, the Hawks will use their second time out of the set. We'll go ahead and take it as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Iowa Volleyball is brought to you by University of Iowa Sports Medicine, offering sports injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation to athletes of all ages and skill levels. University of Iowa Sports Medicine, team physician of your Iowa Hawks. 20-9, Northwestern leads the first set as it was a 10-0 run to get us going that put Northwestern on top, and it's been fairly even since then with a lot of side-out volleyball, but the Hawks dug a giant hole and haven't been able to come back out of it yet. Hawks have 5 kills, 4 hitting errors, so hitting 111. Northwestern, though, 12 kills, just 2 errors, hitting 526 on the set so far. So Miller to serve for Northwestern. Vanderwide to Ortega. Bizzario, give Buzz the kill, 20-10. That was a better side out from the Hawks as they didn't let Miller stay at the line for as long. Ortega to serve. Bad pass, Miller. Out to Thomas Ilara. She rolls it over, but finds a seam in the defense, and it's 21-10. Just a good spot there. She split Ortega and Vanderwide. Stinson checks in. She'll serve. Floats it over. Vanderwide to Ortega. Back to Hansen. Net call on Northwestern. That'll give the point to Iowa. 21-11 on the Hansen kill. Buzz back to serve for the Hawks. 21-11. Goes right down the line. Another ace serve for Courtney. That's 2. 21-12. Again, just find some momentum. Give yourself a reason to know the second set will be different than this one. Buzz to serve again. And she goes long. 22-12 now. Northwestern will serve. Thomas Ilara to fire. She's got 3 kills. Big high jump serve coming again. Off the tape. Hansen, good pass to Ortega. Right side to Bizzario. Covered by Slade. I'm sorry, that was Hansen, but it's covered. Rousseau tried to tip it over. Miller is going to give it to Lisiak. Big swing. Off the Hawk block. Scores 23-12. Better scramble play there from the Hawks, just couldn't quite get it done. Thomas Ilara again. Rolls it over. Hinkle. Clayton tips it. Ball's coming back over on a free ball. Slagle. Ortega. Clayton is blocked. Dodson gets her one-on-one. And it's set point Northwestern. Good middle attack. Dodson pressed across. And the block was better than the attack that time. Big high toss again. Goes over. Hinkle. Overpass. Dug up by Slagle, though. Vanderwide into the corner. Northwestern rolls it over. Dug by Hinkle. Ortega. Hansen tips. Rousseau pushes it back outside. Tipped over. Vanderwide gets it. Ortega. Vanderwide. Good tip by her. Northwestern's got it in play, though. And Lisiak hits it into the net. 24-13. Hawks save the first set point. Hinkle to serve now. Fires it over. Stinson, tough pass off the net. Lisiak gets a shot. Goes, ooh, looked loud, but ball's called in. Give Lisiak the kill. And Northwestern takes set one, 25-13. Wondered if the Hawks might challenge, but just decided maybe to let the set go. So 25-13, Northwestern takes set one. And we will take a break. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. Hawks drop set one, 25-13, as Northwestern ran out early, and the Hawks could never mount a serious attack after that. Hawks hit 080 in the first set, 7 kills, 5 attack errors, 3 ace serves to 1 error. Northwestern, though, 15 kills, just 2 errors, hit 481, had 3 aces, no errors, had 2 blocks. Hawks had 0, 9 digs for Northwestern, just 5 for the Hawks. So Hawks will have to find a way to turn around, forget and turn around just an ugly first set. So see if they can get started with a quick side out here and start the party a different way here in set two. Teams roll back out. Going through the lineup checks. Penn State and Wisconsin locked in a good one tonight. Wisconsin, number 2 team in the Big Ten and number 3 team in the country, as the number 1 team in the Big Ten was who Iowa faced Wednesday night in Northwestern. Sorry, that's who they're playing tonight at Nebraska on Wednesday night. Miller will start it off for Northwestern to serve. See if the Hawks can get her off the line quickly this time. Looks like she's getting the go-ahead. And she will fire to start the second set. Hansen passes to Ortega. Clayton with a quick swing. Rousseau gets it. Miller out to Thomas Ilara off the block and scores. 1-0 Northwestern. Miller to serve again. She goes in the net, so a nice break there for the Hawks, tied at 1. Arm might have still been tired from that first set run. Pizarro to serve for the Hawks. Courtney tosses it up, fires. Thomas Ilara, ball goes back out to her, hammers it down, Hinkle. Thomas Ilara, the third try. As she tipped over the second one, Clayton covered it nicely, went right back up and over the net. And Thomas Ilara finished that one off. It's 2-1 Northwestern. Great dig by Hinkle on the first one. And a pretty darn good dig by Clayton on the second one. Stinson fires. Vanderwide. Ortega, back row to Pizarro. No block, so you got what you were looking for, but Courtney hits it long, 3-1. Block was nowhere to be found there. Stinson again. Goes at Vanderwide. Addie didn't quite move her feet fast enough, and ball drops in front of her. 4-1 Northwestern. Seen teams do this quite a bit in the last couple of weeks, serving the Hawks short. Stinson now again. Vanderwide, a little better pass. Ortega behind Clayton, dug up by a diving Miller. Ball goes out to Thomas Ilara, and she goes high off the block and scores. 5-1 Northwestern. Northwestern's put the pedal down early in both of these sets. Hawks need to find an answer. Stinson again to serve. A lot of bounces, and she comes forward. Hansen. Sorry, that was Slagle. Ball goes to the right side to Hansen, and she knocks it down, 5-2. Hansen moves right down the line. Hinkle now to serve. Miller, it's off the net. Back row coming, tipped over. Good play from Hinkle to get it up in the air. Ortega had to dive for it, though, and kind of pushed it too far off the court. The Hawks couldn't keep it in play. 6-2 Northwestern. Thomas Ilara and the big jump serve coming. Fires. Too hot for Hinkle to handle. 7-2. Starting to get away from the Hawks here a little bit again. Thomas Ilara, big toss, fires. Ortega chases it down. Vanderwide from the back, dug up. Rousseau outside. Lesiak's blocked. That was Jones and Hansen that get her. 7-3 now. It was a good ball out there. It was maybe a little tight. Lisiak went out to get it. Didn't have a lot of room to work with. Split now in. She'll serve. Goes over. Off the net. Rousseau platforms it back row from Thomas Ilara, and she's blocked. Mostly Jones. Vanderwide might have had a hand in it. 7-4 now. Back-to-back points for the Hawks. Split to fire again. Miller passes tight. Jones goes up. Loses the joust. Miller platforms it over. Slagle. Split goes to Jones, and Jones gets this one. 7-5. 3 in a row now for the Hawks. Split to serve again. Jenna runs it forward. Ball's tight. Ball's in play now. Jones knocks it over. And Rousseau goes up and just two hands it over. Beautiful play there, as that was very deceptive as she went up with both hands on the tight pass. And then just dropped her right hand at the last second and gets the kill. 8-5 Northwestern. Dotson now to serve. She's got 4 kills tonight. Goes hard at Slagle. Right side from Vanderwide. Dug up. Outside from Lisiak. Jones, actually a number of Hawks got a swing there. Thomas Ilara from the back row gets the score. Didn't use all the power, just kind of rolled it over and used the block. 9-5 Northwestern. She hit it inside the block. Amaya reached out at the last second and tried to get hands on it. Dotson again. Ball goes out to Black. Black goes hard off the block and scores. 9-6. Good swing there for Audrey. She came on in the third set Wednesday night for the Hawks. Did a really nice job. Hasn't played live action in quite some time, and she was stepped right in and immediately contributed. Vanderwide to serve for the Hawks. Goes cross. Thomas Ilara from the back row swings and misses. Missed it wide. 9-7. Hawks sneaking up on it here. Vanderwide to serve again. Bad pass, chased down though. Jones gets the dig, split outside of his area. She scores, 9-8. Here come the Hawks. Vanderwide again. Fires it across. Ball's off the net. Goes outside. Ball's coming back over. Vanderwide tips it over. Diving play. Rousseau pushes it back out to Lisiak. And she goes over off the block and scores 10-8. Hawks had crawled back to within 1. Northwestern fends them off the first time here. Rousseau back to the service line now. Spins it, comes forward. Vanderwide, split, Jones, kill, 10-9. Good play from Amaya. Hawks back to within 1. Amaya wins the service line now. She fires. Bad pass. Thomas Ilara from the back row, blocked but covered. Lisiak with the swing, goes off the block and scores. 11-9. Hawks have done a decent job for the most part on defense. It's just they haven't been able to gain control of the ball, and then it stays with Northwestern, and Northwestern's done a very nice job of siding out then. Lisiak will serve. She has 6 kills tonight. Fires it over. Vanderwide. Ortega. Buzz. Scores. 11-10. somewhere in there we're going to find a Hawkeye spark. I'm not sure where it is or what'll do it, but playing better here. Ortega to serve. Hawks still down by 1. She goes over. Thomas Aylara passes tight. Gerbach. Sharp cross goes through that Ortega Vanderwide seam again. 12-10 Northwestern. Right, just split the block there between Bazario and Clayton. Miller to serve again. Hinkle to Ortega, outside to Hansen, off the block and covered. Ortega right side to Bazario. Sharp cross, thumb down misses, 13-10. Miller to serve again. She comes forward and fires. Floats it over Vanderwide. Ortega outside to Hansen, has to tip. Beautiful tip, but Northwestern gets it up. Dodson dug by Ortega. Hinkle uses hands and pushes it right side to Bazario. And she's blocked. Thomas Aylara and Dodson. 14-10 Northwestern. We'll see. No timeout from Coach Brown yet. We'll let Miller serve. Yep, we did get a timeout. 14-10, Northwestern leads the second set. They took the first. We'll take a break. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hey, Hawkeye fans, get a taste of game day at your home by stopping by Molly's Cupcakes and picking up your favorite cookie or Rice Krispie treat to satisfy your sweet tooth craving. Molly's Cupcakes, located off Clinton Street in the heart of downtown Iowa City. Hawks trail set 2, 14-10. They did drop set 1, 25-13, so we'll see if the Hawks can find a way to make a push here. Fight back to the set. They've fell behind early in this set as well, and then tried to battle back, pulled to within 1, but Northwestern's been able to hold them off now. Miller to serve again. Comes forward. Vanderwide. Ball was tight. It looks like we had Ortega called as a back row setter. I didn't see the Northwestern block go up with her, but must have. 15-10. Oh, yeah, she clearly did. Missed that. Dodson got up there and got it. Back row setters. Ortega tried to pull it back in. Miller floats it over. Hinkle. It's tight again. Ortega to Clayton. Dug up by Rousseau. Miller to Thomas Aylara. Big swing. Dug by Hinkle. Hawks collide. Hinkle platforms it all the way across. Miller takes it. Rousseau. Middle attack Dotson off the block and scores. 16-10. Just when you felt like the Hawks had found a little bit of footing, it's that Miller kid that goes on a run again. I say that with the most respect imaginable, as she's had the Hawks number from the service line. She'll fire again. Floats it over. Hansen takes it. Ortega to Clayton. And she smacks it off the block and scores. 16-11. Bazario back to the service line. She's got a couple aces tonight. Let's see if she can get something started for the Hawks. Courtney comes forward right down the line. Bad pass again. Ace serve. 16-12. Stephen, They can keep him out of system. That'd be good. Buzz spins it, comes forward again, right down the line. Thomas Elara, ball goes back out to her, and she goes wide as she tries to chop it down the line, 16-13. Hawks sneaking up on it here. Timeout Northwestern, 16-13. Northwestern still leads the second. We'll take the timeout as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks trail set 2, 16-13. Much more competitive battle here in the set. Hawks hitting 197 kills, 3 errors. Northwestern hitting 217, 9 kills and 4 errors. Couple service aces for Northwestern, just 1 for the Hawks. 2 blocks for the Hawks, 1 for Northwestern. We'll see if Iowa can find a way to get going. Got the match up, or got their hitting percentage up to 130 now for the match. 14 kills and 8 errors. 360 for Northwestern. 24 kills to just 6 errors so far. Pizarro to serve. And she bombs it long. Tough time for a service error for the Hawks. 17-13 Northwestern on top. See if the Hawks can side out right away and keep battling back here. Stinson checks back in. She was responsible for the run early in the set here that gave Northwestern the lead. She'll serve. Vanderwide, bad pass. Hinkle takes it back to Vanderwide. Rolls it over off the block. Miller gets it. Rousseau to Thomas Elara. Tries to tip again and tips wide. 17-14. Slagle checks in for Pizarro. And Hinkle goes back to the service line. Mari pulls it back and fires. Long. Oof. 18-14. Back-to-back service errors for the Hawks. That's not a recipe for making a comeback. Thomas Elara to bring the jump serve. Big high toss. Rips it into the net. Good break for the Hawks. 18-15. Split comes back in. She'll serve. We'll see if the Hawks can sneak up on this a little bit. Split. Fires it right down the line. Pass is tight. Rousseau tries to go right over. It's blocked back on her side. Jones goes up and knocks it over on the Hawks. Rousseau's called in the net. 18-16. Hawks within 2. Rousseau tried the quick point at Amaya, but it was pretty obvious. Rousseau hit the net. Split to fire again. Goes at Miller. Rousseau, slide. Hawks block it. Northwestern covers it though. Ooh, collision. The ball doesn't come over the net on the Lisiak error. And the Hawks have got it back to within 1. Tough collision there with Miller and Rousseau. Rousseau's tough there. Split. Fires it. Miller. Rousseau. Lisiak. Long. And we're tied. Hawks have been tied 2 times prior to this, both times at 0. Timeout Northwestern. 18 all here in set 2. Northwestern uses their second timeout. We'll go ahead and take a break as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home to Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Tied up at 18 here in the second set. Northwestern won the first, so Hawks are looking to even it up. I may have misspoke a minute ago. I think we've had our third tie of the match, or fourth. This is the fourth tie. I think the Hawks actually had it tied at 1 here early in this set. So Hawks are trying to battle back. Split will serve. Tied at 18. See if the Hawks can find their first lead. Split to Miller. Good pass. Slide to Dotson. She hammers it home. Dotson allows Northwestern to regain the lead, 19-18. And she'll go back to the service line. She pounded it just outside of the Vanderwide block. Dotson serves it up. Tough pass by Slagle. All the way across. Black rolls it over. Back row from Thomas Alara, dug by Split. Hinkle outside to Vanderwide. Great tip. Finds the line and scores. 19 all. Vanderwide back to serve. Bizzario checks back in for Slagle. Really nice tip there from Vanderwide. She fires it cross court. Lisiak. Rousseau back to Lisiak. Big swing. Vanderwide can't dive and get it. 20-19. Northwestern back up by 1. She powered it right through the block. Rousseau to serve. Right from the center of the court, the lefty. Vanderwide. Split. Black. Finds the back line and scores. Tied at 20. Audrey Black. Good swing. Amaya Jones back to serve now. Tied at 20. See if the Hawks can win the race to 5. Jones goes cross. Thomas Alara. Rousseau tries to tip it. Hawks get it back. It's back on the Northwestern side. Rousseau back out to Lisiak. Big swing dug by Vanderwide. Bizzario pumps it out to Black. Big swing. Scores! Audrey Black gives the Hawks their first lead, 21-20. Jones to serve again. Ugh. Just long on the serve, and we're tied at 21. It's not the number of the errors for the Hawks. It's the timing that seems to be troublesome here. Lisiak back to serve for Northwestern. She's got 7 kills tonight. She floats it. Vanderwide. Ortega out to Bizzario. Off the block and scores. Courtney Bizzario, 22-21. Hawks on top. See if the Hawks can just extend the lead here. Ortega goes at Thomas Alara. Rousseau back out to Thomas Alara. Tip. Bizzario gets it. Ortega. Clayton tips it. Dug by Miller. Rousseau, though, off the court. Back to Thomas Alara. Big swing. And she finds a home for it. 22 all. Great swing there. It was a tough set from Rousseau. Alara had to adjust, know where she was, and comes in and finds the good sharp cross. 22 all. Miller to serve. Vanderwide. Ortega behind her to Bizzario. Oh, and court's blocked by Thomas Alara, and Northwestern now leads 23-22. If you're the Hawks, that's exactly what you want. Courtney Bizzario one-on-one. Timeout Iowa. Northwestern leads 23-22. We'll take a break. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Iowa trails set 2, 23-22. They did drop the first set, so they really need this one to try to even up the match and not make the hill quite so big. Hawks have had their first lead of the night here late in the set as they battled all the way back. Haven't been able to push out to a 2-point lead yet, though, so see if they can get it back to all square and pull ahead and finish this set up and try to square up the match at one set apiece. Got a little conference going on here. Looks like they're kind of wondered. It looked like perhaps there was a foot fault on the serve, but we'll see what the call is. We've got a lot of fiddling around. No foot fault. It was close. 23-22, Northwestern leads. I assume that was an Iowa challenge, but I didn't see anything about that. Miller again. 3 aces tonight. She runs forward, plenty of space this time. Vanderwide, Ortega, behind her to Bizzario. Bizzario hits the antenna, and it's set point Northwestern. She tried to avoid the Thomas Ilara block. Miller again. Vanderwide, good pass to Ortega, behind her to Bizzario again. That time Court gets it. Hawks hold off the first set point, 24-23 now. And that sends Bizzario to the service line. Couple aces, couple airs. We could use the ace one now from Bizzario. Unfortunately, we get the serve into the net, and Northwestern takes set 2, 25-23. Much more competitive set for the Hawks, but either way, they're still down 2-0. We have the extended halftime break here, and we will take most of it. Northwestern leads the Hawks 2-0. You are listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks trail Northwestern 2-0. I'm not sure if it's good news or bad news, but the stat feed crashed, and so I do not have updated statistics. Towards the end of set 2 there, I can tell you the Hawks were led by Courtney Bizzario with 5 kills. Audrey Black had 3, Kendra Hansen had 3, and then you had Amaya Jones, Hannah Clayton, and Addie Vanderweide all with 2. So again, Hawks getting pretty good balance and distribution there. But overall, Hawks just having a hard time slowing down Northwestern. Hawks did limit Northwestern to 088 that set, and the Hawks hit 269, at least towards the middle there. A couple of late Hawkeye hitting errors, though, would have lowered the percentage for the Hawks. But you get your opponent to hit 088, you'd like to think that you could pull the set off, but the Hawks couldn't quite find a way to finish it off. So another chance here in set 3. As the Hawks are going to twist the rotation just a little bit. Maya Jones served to start the match. This time it'll be Bailey Ortega. Bailey floats it over. Miller to Rousseau. Middle attack. Catches the line. No, went wide. That was, I think that was Hardwick there. Yeah, that was. Hardwick just misses out. 1-0 Hawks lead. Ortega floats it over. Thomas Elara, Rousseau, Hardwick again, blocked. Hawks cover. Hansen tips it over. Rousseau out to Thomas Elara, rolls it over. Ortega, Hinkle, behind her to Bizzario. Buzz with a big swing, catches the line. It's 2-0 Hawks. Biggest lead of the night so far for the Hawks. Ortega comes forward, fires. Long. 2-1 Northwestern on the service error for the Hawks. Again, it's not even necessarily the number of errors. It's just been the timing, right? When you're trying to build something, the Hawks have found a way to make them. Miller, Vanderweide, Ortega. Hansen into the block and down on the Hawkeye side, tied at 2. That was Gerbach and Hardwick. Actually, it was Gerbach and Dodson. Blocking Hansen's try there. Miller floats it over. Vanderweide takes it. Ortega to Clayton. Gets it over, hits it into the block, but it's drugged down on the Northwestern side. 3-2 Hawks lead. Bizzario to serve for the Hawks. Another ace serve. Courtney's went hard there at Lesiak, and Lesiak's had a hard time handling it. Four 2 Hawks on top. Buzz goes right back at her. Outside to Thomas Elara, who has to punch it over, dug by Bizzario. Ortega. Good left-handed play by Vanderweide. Thomas Elara will get a big swing. Goes wide. 5-2 Hawks lead. Great hustle play. That's what you saw Wednesday night against Nebraska. You saw Hawks flying all over the place, winning points they didn't necessarily deserve to win. Bizzario fires it over. Lesiak off the net. Rousseau outside to Thomas Elara. Into the block. That's Hansen and Clayton. 6-2 Hawks on top. Northwestern, sensing the momentum getting away, calls timeout. Iowa leads set 3, 6-2. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks start fast here in the third set, lead 6-2. Do trail 2-0 though, so got a hill to climb, but on the right track here early in the set. Hawks have done a nice job scrambling around, making Northwestern try to have multiple kill attempts to score, and haven't always been able to pull it off here. See if the Hawks can stay on a little bit of a run here. Bizzario's been serving it at Lisiak. Lisiak's had mixed success returning it, so let's see here. Buzz floats it over at her again. Much better pass this time. Right side slide Dotson, dug by Hinkle. Ortega, back row to Bizzario, dug by Miller. It's tight. Clayton goes right up and dunks it right over as Miller overpass is within Clayton's reach. Rousseau was in the back row, so she couldn't really do anything about it. Just try to stay out of the way. 7-2 Hawks on top. Bizzario goes at Lisiak. Bad pass. Miller tracks it down. Thomas Ilara with an off-system swing. Dug by Hinkle. Ortega to Clayton. Off the block. Oh, Northwestern got it over in an amazing fashion as Thomas Ilara just kind of elbowed it over as the ball just came flying at her, but it went just wide of the Hawkeye sideline. 8-2 now, Hawks on top. Buzz spins into the net. 8-3 on the service error. And that's kind of it's 8-3, and two of Northwestern's 3 points are on Hawkeye service errors. So when the Hawks are making Northwestern score, they're able to make some runs and some headway into it. Stinson to serve for the Wildcats. Hinkle to Ortega. Right side Hansen. Goes wide, inside the end line, but outside the sideline. So 8-4 now. Stinson to serve again. Hand high, she comes forward. Into the net, returns the surface error issue. 9-4, Iowa on top. Jones checks in. Clayton goes out. That'll send Hinkle to the service line. See if Mari can get a run going here for the Hawks. Right down the line. Rousseau tips it over. One-handed by Ortega. Into the net, but the Hawks can't get it over. Another smart play by Rousseau. She's done a pretty good job of choosing when to attack. Give her a kill, 9-5. Ortega was there and saw it, just couldn't control the ball. Thomas Ilara, 7 kills, fires, long. Service error Northwestern, 10-5. Split checks in. She'll serve. Black comes into the front row. Lefty fires off Miller. They were trying to get out of the way and let it go, but it hits off Miller, and that's an ace serve for the Hawks, 11-5. Don't know if that would have been in or out, but doesn't matter at this point. Miller diving play. It's tight. Hawks go up, win the joust, but back onto the Northwestern side. Lisiak rolls it over, dug by Hinkle. Split. Outside to Vanderwide. Tips. Thomas Ilara gets the dig. Rousseau over to Lisiak again. Chops it over. Split gets the dig. Hinkle chases it down. Vanderwide off net. Triple block. Dug by Thomas Ilara. Middle attack. Dug by Split again. Hinkle to the right side. Black tries to roll it high and over, but goes long. It's a good play by the Hawks. A lot of good hustle. Actually, a net call. That'll bail out the Hawks. 12-5 on the net violation. Split to serve. Lisiak. Rousseau. Slide to Dotson. She beats it off the block and scores. 12-6. Vanderwide just didn't get a good press there. Rousseau to serve now for Northwestern. Runs it forward, fires cross. Slagle, bad pass. Black, oof. Black got a swing at it on the ball from Vanderwide, but she hits it well wide, 12-7. Hawks were in scramble mode right off the bat with a tough pass from Slagle. Dodson to serve again. Hinkle, good pass to Split, middle attack Jones, and she scores. Kill for Amaya Jones, 13-7. Slagle goes out, Bizzario checks back in. That'll send Vanderwide back to the service line. She runs it forward. Bad pass, chased down, Thomas Alara from way back, dug by Vanderwide. Split, middle attack Jones, chops it over. Northwestern's going to get this ball over. Bizzario, split, back out to Buzz, dug by Miller. Rousseau, backside to Thomas Alara, and it goes off Split and out of bounds. Kill for Thomas Alara, 13-8. I think Split might have thought that ball was out. I think it might have found the corner, though. I think she had to play it, just needed a better platform. Rousseau to serve again. Runs it forward. Vanderwide, split. Black tips. Thomas Alara, diving play, but out of bounds as it went outside the antenna. 14-8. Clayton comes back in. Hinkle takes a break. And Jones to the service line. Amaya floats it over. Oh boy, ace service. She just dropped it right in the donut there. 15-8. And that will lead to another, the second Northwestern timeout. Hawks lead set 3, 15-8. Northwestern takes timeout and will take it also. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks lead set 3, 15-8. Looking to downsize from your family home? The new Oak Knoll campus is now open and offers many unique amenities for your active lifestyle. Call 319-351-1720 or visit oakknoll.com to set up your personal tour. Oak Knoll is a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Hawkeyes showing a little bit more zip here in set 3, lead 15-8 after dropping the first two sets and only holding just one lead. They've come out, jumped out early here, and have really kept Northwestern at bay. Jones to serve. Amaya spins it, knocks it over. Catches the back line. Thomas Alara dove out of the way, but it caught the line. Ace serve makes it 16-8. Amaya spins, rips it. Thomas Alara, good pass this time. Rousseau outside Elysiak, through the block and scores. Big swing there. 16-9. Cronister in to serve now for Northwestern. She comes forward, floats it over Vanderwide. Ortega chases it down. Bizzario, diving play into this crowd. 17-9. Ortega back to the service line now. Riley floats it over. Miller out to Thomas Elara. Big swing, blocked, and down onto the Northwestern side. Hannah Clayton and Kendra Hansen win that battle, 18-9 now. Hawks in control. Ortega floats it over. Right side coming from Northwestern. That looked like that was Gerbach with the kill, 18-10. A lot of traffic over there, but Northwestern finds a way to get through it and get the point. Miller to serve now again for the Wildcats. Goes at Vanderwide. Ortega behind her to Bizzario off the block. Hawks cover. Back row from Vanderwide. Rolls it over. Uses the setter. Miller to Thomas Elara. Big swing. Wide. 19-10 as Thomas Elara missed the sideline. Just out. Hawks looking to close out the set here. Bizzario to serve. Buzz goes at Thomas Elara. A serve as it comes over to the Hawks side and out of bounds, 20-10. I don't have my stat feed in front of me, but that's gotta be 5 for Buzz. Court fires again. Bad pass again. Thomas Elara chases it down. Free ball coming. Bizzario to Ortega. Behind her to Hansen. Scores 21-10. Hawks can see the finish line here. Good swing through the block there for Hansen. Bizzario again into the net this time though. 21-11. Volleyball's a funny sport. Northwestern took the first set 25-13, and we flipped it here on our head in set 3. Stinson to serve. Knocks it over. Vanderwide reaches for it. Ortega behind her to Hansen. Off the block, out of bounds, 22-11 Hawks. Jones comes in. Clayton goes to the bench. Should put Hinkle to the service line, I would think. Mari goes cross. Miller, good pass to Rousseau. It's tight though. Jones goes up and dunks it back down on the Northwestern side. 23-11 on the Jones kill. Jones went up with Rousseau, won the joust there. Hinkle fires at Temmie. Slide from Dodson off the block. Hinkle one-hands it up in the air. The Hawks were chasing it and couldn't find anybody else to take the second ball. 23-12. Dodson gets the kill. Thomas Elara to serve. See if she takes something off or gives the big one this time. Went with the big one, knocked it in the net. 24-12. Now it's the Hawkeyes that have just a whole ton of set points. Hawks go with the substitution. Split will serve for the Hawks. She'll see if she can close it out. Jenna pulls it back. The lefty fires. Lisiak to Rousseau. Slide. Dodson gets the slide. She's been very effective on that one. 24-13. She's just been able to beat the Vanderwide block out there. Addie's had hands on it a couple times, but haven't been able to do anything with it. Dodson to serve. Into the net, and that'll do it. Hawks finally get off the snide. Take set 3, 25-13. Still trail 2-1, but that's the first step up the hill. We'll take a break. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks take set 3, 25-13. Still trail the match 2-1. Looks like we've got our stat feed running again. Hawks hit 348 in set 3. 11 kills to just 3 attack errors. Even more impressively, Hawks had 5 service aces. Did have 4 errors, but the 5 aces, Northwestern had no aces and 3 service errors. So a good set serving for the Hawks and a good set receiving especially. Northwestern hit 091 in the set, 7 kills and 5 errors. Combine that with the 3 service errors. Hawks also had 2 blocks. For the match now, Hawks hitting 215, Northwestern hitting 224. Hawks have 9 aces and 8 service errors. Northwestern has 5 aces and 6 errors. Hawks have 4 blocks. Northwestern has 5. 27 digs for Northwestern, 23 for the Hawks. Quick look at the individual leaders. Courtney Bizzario with 9 kills. Audrey Black with 5. Kendra Hansen with 5. Hannah Clayton with 5. Amaya Jones has 4. Addie Vanderwide has 2. Got 16 assists for Bailey Ortega. Nice job from her. Buzz does have 5 ace serves. Amaya Jones also has 3. Got 7 digs for Mari Hinkle. 4 for Courtney Bizzario. 4 for Addie Vanderwide. Northwestern serving, testing the freshman, as she's got 26 serve receives. Just giving up 1 ace, though, so she's doing a nice job. We'll come out here to start set 4. See if the Hawks can jump out fast, because so far there haven't been a ton of lead changes in these sets. The team that gets out in front stays out in front and cruises their way along. So Miller will start us off here in set 2, or set 4. Northwestern leads 2-1. Miller comes forward, floats it over. Vanderwide reaches for it. Ortega behind her to Bizzario. Dug by Miller. Rousseau chases it down. Dodson out of the middle. Scores 1-0 Northwestern. Good quick middle. We've seen Dodson on the slide quite a bit. Haven't seen her just do a straight middle attack very often. That time she split the block of Hansen and Clayton. Miller floats it over. Well, a very short serve there. Made Hannah Clayton receive it, and Hannah couldn't handle it. 2-0 on the ace serve. Like I said, you've seen teams serve shorter and try to create traffic. Miller again. Comes forward. Clayton takes it again. Hinkle outside to Hansen. Big swing down the line. Rousseau gets it. Bizzario digs it. Holy cow, Hawks scrambling around everywhere. Rousseau, middle attack for Dodson. Hinkle diving again. Hansen tips it over. Hawks have no business being in this point. Thomas Alara dug up by Hinkle. Ortega backpedals behind her. Vanderwide rolls it over. Lisiak dives and gets it. Rousseau behind her. Gerbach. Hinkle diving again. Ortega. Clayton tips. Doesn't score. Thomas Alara. Bizarro gets it. Clayton with a big swing this time and scores. That is effort and that is energy as the Hawks shoving Mari Hinkle around everywhere, as Mari was a little bit of everywhere on that point, making digs she had no business making, and it's great to see the Hawks just recognize that, go right to her when they won that point. Bizarro to serve. Thomas Alara, bad pass. Miller gets it back outside to her, though. Chops it off the net. Hinkle gets it. Ortega behind her to Hansen, and she's blocked back onto the Hawkeye side. Dodson and Thomas Alara make it 3-1 Northwestern. Should be Stinson back to serve for Northwestern now. Back row from Bizarro. Long, 4-1. Northwestern on top. Court kind of just floated in behind it. Stinson again. Floats it over. Vanderwide, good pass. Clayton middle. Blocked by Dodson. 5-1 Northwestern. Well, this is the way the match has been played. One team has jumped out early in the set and then just kind of cruised their way along. This time Northwestern's got the lead. Diving play by Hinkle. Vanderwide, big swing. Scores. Hinkle had to dive for the serve receive. Put it in a good spot, though. Ortega is able to play it. Push it out to Vanderwide, who scores, and it's 5-2. Jones comes back in. Clayton goes out. Hinkle to serve for the Hawks. Mari comes forward. Off the tape. Lands in front of Lisiak. 5-3 with the ace serve. Rolled it right off the tape. Big play there for the Hawks. Hinkle again. Tries the tape again. Rousseau out to Thomas Alara, and she finds that far corner. Hinkle tried to dive and get it with one hand. Couldn't quite reach it. 6-3 Northwestern. Thomas Alara and the big jump serve coming again. Big high toss, rips it, eats Slagle up, and that'll go for an ace, 7-3. In the two matches, Iowa's done a pretty nice job with her, but that one just got right into Slagle's chest. Nothing she could do about it. Big swing again. Vanderwide, bad pass. Hinkle chases it down. Hawks will have to platform it over. Miller to Rousseau. Slide. Dodson scores. Eight 3 now, Northwestern on top. Thomas Alara, big high swing. Goes at Slagle again, and Slagle can't handle it. Ace serve makes it 9-3. Big toss again. Fires. Oops. That is a service error. She tried to take something off that one. Left it on the Northwestern side. 9-4. Split checks in. She'll serve. Knocks it over. Miller. Good pass to Rousseau. Slide to Dodson. Hinkle. Lisiak goes back up and dunks it over on the overpass. Easy kill there. 10-4 Northwestern. The Dotson slide probably deserved the kill, but Lisiak will get it on the cleanup. The Hawk block just isn't getting out to that pin. Dotson goes over. Slagle and Hinkle collide, and that'll go for an ace, 11-4. Not sure whose ball that was, but split the seam right between them. They need to communicate a little better. Dotson goes right at exactly the same spot, but this time goes long as they both duck out of the way, 11-5. Vanderwide back to the service line for the Hawks. Addy comes forward, goes cross. Rousseau out to Lisiak off the block and scores. 12-5 Northwestern. Rousseau back to serve. Rousseau fires it over. Vanderwide to split outside of Bizzario. Bizzario is blocked. That was Gerbach and Becker that get the block. 13-5. Rousseau spins it. The lefty comes forward and fires. Long. 13-6. Hawks will have to find a way to break trend here for the way the match has gone. Have to come up with their own inset run. Jones goes over at Thomas Alara. Rousseau outside. Split takes it. Clayton gets the second ball. Jones tips it over. Uses Thomas Alara. Rousseau backside. Dug up by Split again. Bizzario. Tight ball to Black. Goes off the tape. Thomas Alara with the dig. Rousseau middle attack. And that was Becker who gets the kill. Desiree Becker with the kill. 14-6. And that will lead to a timeout for the Hawks. 14-6, Northwestern leads the fourth set. Iowa trails 2-1. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks trail set 4, 14-6. Iowa Volleyball is brought to you by the University of Iowa Sports Medicine, offering sports injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation to athletes of all ages and skill levels. University of Iowa Sports Medicine, team physician of your Iowa Hawks. Hawks have come out a little slower here in set 4 and have paid for it as Northwestern hitting .400 here in set 4 while the Hawks are hitting -154. So big void there. Let's see, we've got Lisiak going back to serve now for Northwestern. The Hawks will try to find a way to claw back in this set. Floats it over. Hansen to Ortega. Back row from Vanderwide. Dug by Lisiak. Bizzario on the overpass. Hammers it back home. 14-7. Ortega to serve. Goes right down the line at Thomas Alara. Rousseau back out to her. And Thomas Alara pounds it off the block and scores 15-7. Hawk block just had no press there. It was all on their own side of the net. Miller to serve. Goes cross, Vanderwide. Ortega out to Hansen. Big swing, blocked. Hansen's blocked by Gerbach and Dodson, and it's 16-7. That was well pressed and brought back onto the Hawk side. Miller again. Floats it over, Vanderwide. Ortega, middle from Clayton, scores. 16-8. Pizarro back to the service line for the Hawks. See if they can sneak up on this. Buzz fires. Miller. Rousseau behind her. Gerbach goes wide. 16-9 now. Hawks get a little closer. Buzz has been effective from the service line. 5 aces tonight. She spins it, comes forward. Off the tape, Lisiak. Tipped over. Diving play by Split. Clayton knocks it over. Rousseau. Miller puts it out to Thomas Alara. Comes inside and just hammers it. She does a great job of kind of resetting her feet. That ball was inside her normal hitting lane. Miller's kind of laughing about it right now. But Thomas Alara just resets and then just brings the hammer. And it's 17-9 Northwestern. Stinson to serve. Knocks it over. Diving play by Hinkle. Ortega behind her to Clayton. And Clayton knocks it to the floor. 17-10. Clayton goes out. Jones comes in. That'll send Hinkle back to the service line. Mari has also had a pretty good night at the line. She's got an ace back there. Mari fires it over. Lisiak way off the net. Stinson to Thomas Alara. Adjusts and tries to hit a roll shot this time and goes long. 17-11. Just giving her credit for the feet setting. That one made her move it just a touch more. She couldn't quite get it. Hinkle floats it over. Miller. Good pass to Rousseau. Slide to Dodson. Diving plays dug up. Ortega to Vanderwide off the block. Miller. Rousseau out to Thomas Alara. Goes over the block and scores. Boy, does she have a vertical leap. 18-11 now. Thomas Alara to the service line. She's been really good and really bad. 3 aces and 5 service errors. And there's the service error. 18-12. Hawks right on the edge of hanging around here. Split checks in. Black checks in. Split to serve. Pulls it back. Fires. Stinson. It's off the net. Rousseau. Dodson on the slide. Slagle can't handle it. And that will go for a point. 19-12. Dodson's been really good on that move. That one wasn't her best, but she was effective enough. She's kind of hit a little skyhook flip over the top of the block. Timeout Iowa. They trail set 4, 19-12. We'll take it as well. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball, presented by Quickstar. Northwestern up 19-12 here in the 4th set. Hawks hitting now 0, 5 kills, 5 errors in set 4. Northwestern hitting 348, 10 kills to just 2 errors in the set, 4 ace serves to just 1 for the Hawks. and 4 blocks for Northwestern. So, and 4 service errors for the Hawks. So, been a tough set after the Hawks had been in a much better place. You look at the totals, Hawks hitting 170, Northwestern now up to 248. Leaders, just a quick look, Courtney Bizzario has 10 kills. Ball comes over now, Slagle, split to Jones. She's dug by Thomas Ilara. Rousseau to Lisiak with a tip. Comes back onto the Hawks side. Hinkle to Black. Black's blocked. Hawks are going to get a chance at it. Slagle puts it tight to the net. Rousseau, what a beautiful play from Rousseau. As she goes up, just dunked it over her head with the left-handed move, and it's 20-12 Northwestern. She's done a really nice job disguising that move. Dodson to serve again. Knocks it over. Slagle to split. Vanderwide with the roll. Catches the back line. 20-13. And that will send Vanderwide to the service line. Hawks got a bit of a hill here. Let's see if they can start to climb it. Vanderwide fires across. Rousseau, Lisiak, dug by Vanderwide. Bizzario blocked. Back onto the Hawk side. I was noticing earlier, Courtney on those overpasses doesn't always get the full explosive leap. And that time, Becker took advantage. She was just sitting right in front of her, went up and blocked it. Sent it back onto the Hawkeye side, 21-13. Rousseau to serve for the Wildcats. She floats it over. Diving play by Vanderwide. Outside to Bizzario. She goes through the block this time and scores, 21-14. Amaya Jones to the service line. Amaya fires it over. Temi knocks it up. Middle attack there for Northwestern. That was Gerbach out of the middle. She scores 21-14. I'm sorry, 22-14. Lisiak. Hawks need a handful here, and they need them in a hurry. Lisiak has 10 kills tonight. She serves. Knocks it over. Vanderwide off the net. Ortega. Back row from Vanderwide. Scores as she finds the sideline. 22-15. Ortega to serve now for the Hawks. Knocks it over. Lunging play. Rousseau, middle attack. Becker wide as she tried to thumb down chop out of the middle. 22-16. See if the Hawks can find one more here. Ortega to Miller. Rousseau. Thomas Alara's blocked, but it stays on the Northwestern side. They mishandle it from there, and it's 22-17. Hawks not quite giving up yet. And that will be a Northwestern timeout. Northwestern still leads set 4, 22-17, in the match 2-1. But the Hawks are sneaking closer. Timeout Northwestern. We'll take it. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield. Welcome back to Hawkeye Volleyball. 22-17. Northwestern leads set 4. Hawks battling back here, trying to see if they can extend their stay in Evanston. Ortega will be at the service line. See if she can pull the Hawks a little closer. Bailey bounces, comes forward. Floats it over. Lisiak to Rousseau outside of Thomas Alara. Through the block. And Ortega couldn't get it up one-handed. So it's 23-17 Northwestern. Hawks were there, just couldn't control the rebound. Miller knocks it over. Vanderwide, bad pass. Ortega chases it down. Hansen will get a swing. Miller gets the dig. Rousseau, middle attack. Dotson, dug by Vanderwide. Ortega, middle attack from Clayton. Dug up by Lisiak. Lisiak will get a swing at it from the back row. Vanderwide to Ortega. Clayton tips it over, used by Rousseau. Miller to Thomas Ilara. Dug by Hinkle. Ortega chases it down. And a bad set. She tried to set Clayton in the middle, but she'd run into Clayton. And then Hansen couldn't tip it over, 24-17, and that'll be match point for Northwestern. Miller will fire for Northwestern. Knocks it over. Vanderwide uses hands. Ortega, back row from Vanderwide. And she hits it into the net. And that is an anticlimactic ending for the Hawks as they fall 25-17 in set 4 and lose the match 3-1. Quick summary of the stats. Hawks were led by Courtney Bizzario, 11 kills, 9 hitting errors though, hit 077. Court also had 5 aces and 6 digs, so pretty decent overall stat line. Hannah Clayton had 8 kills, but also had 4 hitting errors, so she hit 182. She had a couple of block assists in there as well. Then good distribution, 5 kills for Audrey Black to just 1 error. She hit 400. Kendra Hansen had 5 kills, did have 4 errors. Also had 3 blocks though. Amaya Jones had 4 kills on 11 swings, hitting 364. Also had 3 ace serves, good for Amaya at the line. Had a couple blocks and a dig, good for Amaya. And then you had Addie Vanderwide with 5 kills. Unfortunately, the 2 hitting errors, the last one ending the match. But she had 7 digs, so good all around there. 13 digs from Mari Hinkle. 22 assists tonight from Bailey Ortega. And that was kind of the run of the play there. Hawks got down early in set 1, fell 25-13 after falling behind 10-0. Good hard-fought battle in set 2 went Northwestern's way late, 25-23. Iowa dominated set 3, 25-13, and Northwestern pulled ahead and never looked back early in the set as they claimed the match, 25-17. Thank you for listening to Hawkeye Volleyball. Hawks will be back in business. Let me grab the schedule here real quick. Sorry about that. Should have been ready. Hawks will be back in business Friday night. Friday night as the Hawkeyes will travel to East Lansing and play Michigan State, and then they'll finish the Wisconsin trip, the Michigan trip on Saturday night at Michigan. Both of those matches are at 6 o'clock Iowa time. So back in action next Friday and Saturday night. Thank you for listening to Hawkeye Volleyball. I'm John Evans. We'll be back next Friday and next Saturday. Thank you for listening again. You're listening to Hawkeye Volleyball. Have a good evening. Go Hawks.